That's the band Dehd. Clap
Hi,
like
Dehd.
you mean it. Hey, welcome back to Portland and the area that is Portland and surrounds.
Thank you for having us back.
Hey, last time you were here, you were at Pickathon. Am I wrong? Am I right?
I think you might be right.
I am right.
Jared's
Done
always
your
right.
research.
What happened? What happened last year? Do you remember? Did you take notes? Was there anything worth mentioning that you'd bring back and go, I remember this thing that happened at Pickathon?
Is that the one in the woods?
Yeah, we had one really fun show and then one that was a disaster.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't remember the disaster one.
Well, it was just because they lost all of the mics
I don't
before
even
we were
remember
supposed
that.
to play. Because there was like a giant, someone played before us that had like a piano that was like 20 feet long.
Yeah?
And so they're like, no one would move the piano because it's too big. So like the whole time we're supposed to set up, there was just a piano there. So we
Oh,
couldn't
I
set up.
remember.
But it was beautiful because it was in the woods.
It was like Fern Gully,
Well, I'm sorry to bring it.
which is a millennial will remember this.
Yeah.
Fern Gully was the first Avatar.
I don't know Fern Gully.
For the baby.
That's a bold statement, but yes, that is correct. It was the first Avatar. The band's well rested. They just got back from 2 weeks vacation. I call it vacation. You got to go back home.
It was like 10 days.
10 days.
Yeah, it was 10 days.
Okay. And Project Paps, they're playing today at Project Paps. It's on the waterfront. 2:30 is your set time. You guys are playing with T-Pain.
Yeah. First time.
I figured.
Won't be the last.
We love T-Pain.
Won't be and Billy Idol.
Yep.
Yeah. But
He's
we're
good.
more fans of Big Thief.
Big
Yep,
Thief.
Big Thief.
Gossip.
fans.
Yeah, Gossip's legend.
Legend, and their hometown show is right here. I want to talk about the new album. I want to talk about the band, but first I want to talk about Emily. You just got a new cow, a new baby cow.
I did actually. I just sold the cow.
Shut up!
Yeah, I sold Charlie, but he's in a better place. Not heaven. He's not in heaven.
Hamburger factory.
I sold the cow because I'm moving to upstate New York.
What happened?
I'm getting out of Dodge. You know, I can't really say it on live radio.
Okay, that's okay. Well, home base was Taos.
And now it's Chicago and upstate New York.
Okay, right on.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a cabin in Washington once upon a time as well?
That was just where we wrote the record.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
But we're going to write the next record in upstate probably. There's a cabin there.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
I love cabins.
Yeah,
Cabin
Good for
rock.
writing.
Yeah.
Speaking of writing and putting together this new record of poetry, along the way to get there, something happened. It was kind of a disaster. Can you tell us what happened and how you made it out alive?
I feel like all we're talking about is disasters.
And animals, because this
It's
involved an animal.
significant to the making of the
dark
record.
clouds follow us everywhere. Well, we wrote the record on the road, and then me and Eric hit a deer going 80 miles an hour.
Good Lord.
We were trying to drive back from over here from Seattle to Chicago in one shot.
Explain what hour.
31
driving.
hours.
Jeez.
We were at hour 17. It was 2 in the morning, and
Snowstorm.
we had just gone. Yeah, the road was closed because of the 80 or 90 or whatever was closed, and so we went through the mountains because it was closed because of the snow. So we're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
we'll just go through the mountains. It'll be easier.
Dude.
So we did 4 hours in the mountains where the car was just sliding the whole time, and we were actually listening to Buck Meek, like only one song on repeat.
Wait, sing a little bit of it.
I can't.
Well, I want to remember it.
How was your mood? Like, I white knuckle when I'm driving in snow.
Well, we
and
were
it's
feeling great because we got out of the storm and we're like, it was hour 17. We're like, feel pretty good. Like, because it was kind of the point where you could either stop or you keep
Only
going.
12 more hours.
Because you can't get a hotel after 2.
You're right.
And it's like winter, so it's freezing. And so then we're like, let's go for it. And then immediately after we got gas, we went down this hill and then this deer came out of nowhere. And then
it disappeared into the mist.
kind
It
of
just
like a
flew
zero
into the
gravity
air.
cheat code.
Who was at the wheel? Who was driving? Were
And
you
then-
were you guys okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is where, see, I wasn't in the car. They
Yeah.
were like, oh, we'll just keep going.
We drove for another hour.
And didn't look at the car.
But then the car
And
just
then
shut
died.
down.
Right.
In a place ironically called Deer Alley.
Oh, of course.
The deer got them.
But then we got stuck out there for a few hours because no one would pick us up because it was out of the police jurisdiction or whatever because we hit the deer and so it became a state issue. Then they saved us at 5 a.m.
Jeez Louise.
And then we were stuck in this small town for about 4 or 5 days.
Yeah. They had to beg someone to drive them to the next small town to get a rental car.
Yeah, for like 90 miles.
This sounds like a movie almost. You guys should write the script.
I
It
was
was cute.
safely at home.
There was like the one guy who was sweeping on the sidewalk and then he was like, heard you hit a deer. Like the first day.
That's like Home Alone. The guy like picks up the salt, the snow.
Eric was
It
like,
was
they're
that
gonna
guy.
know who we are, and then immediately I walked out of the motel like 2 blocks away, and the guy's like, I heard about you.
There goes those guys that hit that deer.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you guys are safe and okay. That sounds scary as hell, but it adds to the color, I guess, of making the record.
It's fun to
poetry.
talk about now.
Yeah, I guess so. In hindsight, it's a real ride, isn't it?
Rip the deer.
Yeah. So let's cut to the chase. Let's get to the business. Paris 2024. Who you like?
What is going on there?
We
That's the
sold out-
Olympics.
Hey, we sold out our Paris show. Let's talk about that.
We were
Yeah.
there in 2024.
We sold out our Paris Olympics show.
Whoever's brave enough to swim in the Seine.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, congratulate. Poetry is a beautiful new record. It's their latest. You should go grab it. They're playing at Project Paps at 2:30. This is Dehd. Thanks, you guys. Play
Thanks,
some
Dehd.
more
Thanks,
for us.
Jared.